Hello and welcome to my den. So what you see before you is horse aisle 3. Now I did an honest review on this before, but I decided to come back and give you an update because so much has changed in the 30 days since my last review touched with this. So a couple of things that they added was obvious. They're always adding new breeds. They're always trying to make it better. They've also added a main course. So if you do percent main event, it brings up a course. Now there's different, like, I forget, there's a way to get your course selected for this too, but it all depends. Oh, I'm in like a very terrible spot. Like, it all depends on how rated your course is. You have to be, I think, like, have over 100 ratings, and I think it's over 100. You have to have like a 5-star average or 4-star, something like that. So everybody does it, and obviously, if you complete it and get a good score, you get paid for it. So you get, if you're last, you get a base, but if you're first, you get plus 150 for every competitor bested. So I think it's pretty cool. Another thing they added that I think is amazing, because you can see like the whole community work together to get it, is this essence anomaly. I don't think we're gonna get lucky enough to see one while I'm on currently. No, it's just doing trading cards. That's another server event they do. That's very community based. With the essence anomaly, you and this group of people, you have to reach an essence anomaly within 30 minutes. And I'm not gonna lie, you get very laggy the closer you get to this anomaly. Like, even I, with my computer, hit maybe 10 frames per second when I near this thing because of how many people are there. There's at least, if there's like 250 to 300 people on the server, there's at least 100 to 150 people, if not more. But you do get a lot of essence from it. It's like really cool to look at. I wish there was one now, but it would take way too long to get there, unless I'm just like right there, and then you have to wait the 30 minutes for it to even finish after you get there. So yeah, there's a lot to it. But I mean, it's still really cool. I'm going, oh no, I'm going the right way. Oh my gosh, I suck at barrels. I don't comp regularly here. I'm probably gonna run it again, because I don't compete very much on here. So when I do, it's just kind of for fun. Okay, that wasn't, whoops, I just came to a complete stop. These horses don't have pinpoint turning at all, so okay. So that wasn't super bad. I still came 17th. I can run it again if I want. You can run it as many times as you want to, honestly. I don't know how people have these pinpoint turn horses, but some of them do. So I'm going to try that again, because that was awful. Oh, wait. No. See, I can't pinpoint turn. But I can pinpoint stop. That's not a problem. Probably because I'm also trying to do this on a thoroughbred, so. Oh gosh. No! Wait, I got it! Okay, so I did, like, loads better that time. I'm still 17th. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm just gonna keep with that, because I'm not very good at comping. Like, there's a lot of different courses. You have endurance, racing, dressage. They try to give more options, and they try not to run the same courses all the time. But I know somebody has one main event course that is super basic. It's like literally a very quick run. Like you have to get there. You have to. There's one jump. You have to get there in the quickest time. Somebody had it in like 3 seconds. I'm like, how is your horse that fast enough? But anyways, I'm going to go here to my ranch. Now this is a familiar spot. I still have the same ranch on the Adol. It's still the same thing. Everything, you know, cute little volcanic island. Yeah, in a tropical area. Like it is very nice. But so this is just one of the horses I got recently. But here, um, there's a rare occurrence in real life called that are chimera horses. They're a horse that has a base coat with another color added in, like usually very different color. Like you'll see black with chestnut mixed in. So they go by a lot of names, chimera, mosaic kind of things. Now I have a couple of those. They're not very good examples per se. This is Prancer. She's a Lusitano, and she has the two different colored coats. And then you have a colored racehorse. I named him Gambit. This is a little bit easier to see. You have like a bay and a chestnut. I think that's a chestnut. What color are you? Bright. Well, bright. Okay, so something like I don't know. And then these horses are very well sought after. They can sell. They can sell for a lot. Like I spent um, 88,000 gold dust on this guy, and then 126,000 on the Lusitano, and then I have this one. You can super in horses to order. This one I had supered in. This is a Pasofino, and she's also one of these chimera horses you see. Now, obviously, you can breed a bunch of different horses, but coats that you normally wouldn't see in like real life or that are harder to obtain, like Cloud here. He's white. Like even his genes, you can look at horses' genes that he's white. He also carries the Rabicano gene, and he's white spotted. So even so, you know, you still have those extra. Oh, he's flexing too. I didn't know that. I don't pay attention to the genes when I actually go to breed horses. I just kind of buy the pretty horses. I have a lot of pretty horses. Um, but then you have like a bunch of different ways you can improve. Like somebody the other day, genetic subtotal is a big thing when it comes to breeding your lines. And what the genetic subtotal do is tells you how much your horse can actually do, and it's the total of these numbers. And obviously you have your basic metric system, which is huge for people, and the persona base. Like they call this a 6-6 persona, but the average isn't as big as you'd see for some of these horses. I know. Hmm, I forget the player name, but somebody bred like like a 98% persona. So this horse had like 100% across the board except for like one that was I think 99. But mm, like you always have a lot of things to do here, and well, I should have used the quarter horse for the barrels. And like I have, and like a lot of these things you see. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. You also have a little bit more like rarer, definitely harder to obtain codes. Like you can even rarely breed for these codes. Like this one, um, like you can. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with this. It's harder to obtain some coats than others. Like this is his sir, and this is his dam. So obviously, if you're breeding two and two together, you're likely more to get it. But it has two copies of the roan gene, so it makes it a corn roan. I had this all explained to me the other day. I'm not very good with genetics, so I kind of just have my buds tell me what my horses look like. This horse carries a gene that's called metallic. It gives it like a little kind of shiny sheen to the horse, and um, they're just generally really pretty to look at. They look like they're kind of like coated with a light dusting of copper or something. But this game has come so far in just 30 days that it's outstanding. Like I've played this game. Like there was a bit of controversy recently, but it's all cleared up. Whatever, blah blah. It's a bunch under the rug. But this game has so much more potential, and I love the rate it's going because at the rate it's going, by next year, this game's gonna have double the content that it has now, if not triple. They release updates every Wednesday. They listen to their player base on what the players would like and what they wouldn't like. Like, they reworked the travel system recently. They fixed up the horse max, so now you can have up to 1,000 horses if you're a subscriber in game. They have the main event. They have the essence anomaly. They have so much stuff. Like, they even added in more hats and stuff, which is what you saw on like, see, they have unicorn horns. They have antlers. They have a lot of things. Also, some horses. Let me zoom out here. Like the Paso, like, they're not completely unique, but some horses are gated, which is why they move this way. My person looks so big compared to this horse. Now, I don't know if I did this, if I posted about this update last time, but they also added in a pony cart. Um, so horses under 14.2 hands, you can cart behind them. So you can also now make use of, wrong button, of, the littler guys, well, I have a bunch of them, but you can make use of the littler guys. This is a mini gypsy vanner. I actually breed them in game. And you can't actually ride them, it's too small for riding, but you can cart them and they will pull you. Now, some horses have better pull strength than others, like, that's pretty obvious. You'd think many gypsy vanners would have a really good pull strength, but heck, even 6 miles per hour is pretty good. So, but anyways, you come here, you can craft things on your ranch, like a bunch of different things, and it's really fun to do this stuff because you can there's so much. Like, okay, so here's the, before I keep going, here's the full list of what you can craft. I only have the unicorn horns though, because I really like the unicorn horns, and they're a little bit harder to get and they're much more expensive, so it's easier just to craft them. But they've also continuously adding more tack. Now, for me, I don't have that many different kinds of tack, but they have like a really nice sets of tack. And you'll find that a lot of people like the monotone colors just because you have let me show you a monotone tack set. I believe it's you. This is obviously just monotone black. It's completely black through and through. There's no weird colors or whatnot from there being mixing with brown. So that's the monotone English, and I think, let me think. I forget who all has tack. I'm pretty sure it's just all those horses. I think it's Dutchman. No, it's not you. One of my horses has like a not monotone tack, and wait, was it Spade? No. It's not you. That's monotone. That's monotone. I forget who has my English monotone set, but this is a non-monotone Western saddle. So as you can see, there's the saddle itself is barely dyed, but you can get, I don't know what I'm doing, sorry. No, this is an unmonotone. This saddle's not a monotone English. As you can see, it's still dyed the same color as the rest of the tack, but there's still the brown, so it doesn't exactly like blend nicely. And this peppermint frosting switch, really cute. Also, the bridles are monotone, but not this one. This one is a monotone saddle, but not bridle. And all the tack comes in white. You have to dye it yourself. So you have so many different dye choices. I don't have as many dye choices as other people do. And players have actually started to create a dye spreadsheet to make it easy to get the colors you want. This is just all the colors that I have, and they're not the same. And I'm very bad at making dye colors. Ouch. I cut my finger the other day, I just hit it, that hurt. So now I'm just kind of rambling on a little bit, not because I want to, but because I'm super excited with how this game is so far. Like, it's come a long way, and it definitely has a longer way to go. And I like that they're starting to fill in the shell a little bit. They're adding a bit of things to it. They're making it like more uh, more in tone with what players want. And it's always something that somebody's going to say or it's going to do, and it's going to always bring down the game. But I, for one, enjoy this game a lot. And I have spent, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but I do buy Mobia on a semi-regular basis because to me, if you can't support a game, then you obviously shouldn't be playing. Well, I wouldn't say like shouldn't be playing it. Like I don't mean like monetary wise, but if you're not gonna raise your voice and be like, I like this game, let's keep going with it, then that's just it. Like if you're gonna play a game but you're not gonna sit there and show that you like the game, enjoy the game or anything, it's just kind of then what's the point of you playing it? Because the creators can only add so much content on to base what you want. And if you sit there and tell them what you want and they don't do it, then that's on them. But like you still have the help chat, global chat, area chat, club chat, buddy, party, ads, and private events and system. But like if you can't sit there and be clear about what you want to give your players and what your players don't tell you what they want out of the game, then you're never gonna get anywhere. I know so many horse games out there are better or worse than this, but for what this is right now, I think it's pretty great. They still have a lot of work to do. They're always constantly updating it, and they've already said it's going to take 5+ years to even reach the edge of the world because there's just so much land. And that is what's fun about it, is because there's so much to do, even though it doesn't seem like it, and they're still adding more things. You can breed your horses, you can train your horses, you can race them, you can do shows, you can do almost anything on this game. But it still comes down to it is still a very new game. It hasn't even been out for a year yet. In fact, it'll come out for I think alpha was released in either May or June of last year. So it'll come up on a year since the game has been released into alpha even. It was released into beta I think 4 5 I think no, it wasn't more than 6 months after alpha was released. And then it hit um and then it officially hit release August of 2019. So it has not even been it has not been out long enough for this game to have a stunning amount of content like most games do, but it is constantly growing. So the best thing I can ask anybody about this game is to give it a chance. It may not seem like much, and it may not seem like it's okay yet anyways, but if you give this game a chance, please let it be known what you think about it. Give the pros and cons and see which one you would like to be worked on. Because Jor, the owner of the game, Jor, he plays, or Joe, but his username is Jor, he plays. And if there's one thing he likes a lot, it's player feedback. He's constantly asking his players what they think or what he thinks they would want. There's polls all the time about what he thinks the game needs, or he tries to consider what players want, and it has been momentous in helping this game develop. Because, as Joris put it before, this is his game for us. He wants us to, you know, have a say too, because he values his players, and you don't find that much with big developed games. This is their third game, so I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. And I applaud Jor and Miranda for having such a great game, and I really, really hope that in the future there's like NPC quests, because don't get me wrong, I love the player quest, but NPC quests I think would really sell this point home,